Chapter 2: Standard Formulas and Types of Circuits. Objectives. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to calculate an electrical variable using the Ohm's law, describe a series circuit and a parallel circuit, determine the electrical power of a load. Lesson 2.1: Ohm's Law. The Ohm's law is one of the basic laws of electricity. It states that the voltage U is equal to the resistance R multiplied by the intensity I. Using this law, if two of these variables are known, the third can be calculated. Here is a graphic representation of Ohm's law. This is how this representation calculates one of these three values. To calculate the voltage U, the resistance R is multiplied by the intensity I. To calculate the resistance R, the voltage U is divided by the intensity I. To calculate the intensity I, the voltage U is divided by the resistance R. Let us use the Ohm's law to calculate the resistance of the terminals of this bulb. According to the Ohm's law, we know that the resistance R is equal to the voltage U divided by the intensity I. We know the values of the voltage and the intensity. We can therefore easily calculate the resistance. Here is an exercise to carry out before we continue. Exercise. Use the Ohm's law to calculate the resistance at the terminals of these bulbs. Use the Ohm's law to calculate the intensity of the current passing through this electrical motor. It is therefore the resistance that determines the intensity and not the other way around. In the vehicle, the voltage is usually that of the battery. When the voltage remains constant, if the resistance increases, the intensity is reduced. In the same way, when the resistance is reduced, the intensity increases. The resistance of the component depends on its physical specification. The Ohm's law explains the phenomena of drops in voltage. The drop in voltage is the reduction of potential noted within a long length of conductor. The longer the length of a conductor, the greater is the resistance. Therefore, the longer the conductor, the greater the drop in voltage along with the length of this conductor. In the same way, the greater the intensity, the greater the drop in voltage. In this section, we have seen that the Ohm's law U is equal to R into I is a formula that links the electrical variables U, R and I. If two of these values are known, the third value can be calculated. In a vehicle, the voltage is usually equal to 12 volts and the resistance depends on the physical specification of the components. The intensity depends on the voltage and the resistance.